Are they saying that they're going to be adding Apex mobs to standard Vanadil camp locations? I haven't heard them mention that they are going to be making adjustments to monster spawn locations since way back when they increased the level cap. Does anyone remember of an event closer to that? Man, that has always been one of my biggest frustrations with the job point system, is that you got to grind out these capacity point farmings and these ugly tunnels, and you can't like explore the wide open Vanadil. And let me reread this. Matsui here with your 11 update. We've got a lot of ground to cover for November, so I'll cut my usual greetings a bit short and get right to it. First up, we are introducing a new battle system known as Master Levels. I'm curious if this is related to the Master Rank system that we can already see in our profile. Might be separate. This is a new character advancement system to power up jobs for which you have earned the Job Master designation. So I'm assuming you need the stars above your head, you've hit all 20, 22, 3, 400, whatever the number is, job points. Summoner's the only one that I've achieved this on. Increasing your master levels increases your basic attributes. So does this mean like strength, vitality? I'm assuming you're just like your general stats. It's not anything like job traits or job abilities, right? The way that we have rewards for the job points. Although you can increase master level in your usual stomping grounds, we have a couple of adjustments coming for those of you who want to cut your teeth on foes a little more challenging. Man, I hope that means that they're going to introduce camps outside of the normal Apex mob zones that are just so miserably boring. This includes some adjustments to monster spawn locations, which will continue in future version updates. Take a look at the official patch notes once they go live for more information. Wow. Then they talk about Vlinerol, our favorite new AoE tag. Next up, we are very glad to see that many of you enjoyed the adjustments to Vlinerol in the last version update, but this has opened our eyes to another issue. The shields that various alter egos have equipped are a little bit weak in high level ranges. Interesting. So they don't think that he's quite as strong as a true paladin with the shield defense. It's kind of funny. As such, we have made a special shield that internal systems will consider the alter egos to have equipped at higher levels. This is a system side change only that will not affect the alter ego's appearance. And all alter egos that equip shields, paladin or otherwise, will be a little bit more sturdy after the update. Hopefully this adjustment will increase the usability of some of your favorite alter egos. Wow, that's actually huge news. Huh. I wonder what that means that we can solo now with trust. Continuing on, we've also made another update to the Voracious Resurgence. Ah, darn it, I was just catching up. I mean, it's great news. This installment takes us to the Far East, a land that remains a touch mysterious even after our previous visits to Ryzen Jima. This month's storyline expands a little bit upon relationships within the Yugudo, which we hope will shed a little more light on what exactly is going on. We've also received word that you may have to fish up a little something special to progress in the storyline, but the landlubbers among you need not to fret. You won't have to have a super high fishing skill to do so. Hang on, those are two big things. This installment takes us to the Far East. Is it a new zone, or is it just going to be Ryzen Jima? Because we haven't actually been to the Far East, right? I think Ryzen Jima is the only area that has been considered, and it itself is kind of an unusual spot. Yeah, Nervosa, that's my biggest fear, the master level system. That would be really cool. My worry is now another system on top of another. The job point grind already kills it for me. Yeah, if the grind is significant and the rewards are minimal, part of the reason the job point grind didn't immediately throw me away is because of the amazing job trait, job ability, truly new aspects of the job that are rewarded. It's still kind of a boring grind process. I don't find it enjoyable. It's not like old parties where you're finding new camps and figuring out the best strategy with the party members that you have. It's like, how quickly can you burn through a bunch of weapon skills and skill chains and magic bursts to just do insane damage quickly to these things. It's a different flow. But Black Mage getting a whole new tier of magic, Blue Mage essentially totally altering how the job works with the trait boosts and stuff like that. Like, these are game-changing elements that are cool. But if this new master level system is just like straight stat bonus that you can constantly tier up a little bit, if they're introducing this like forever grind to always make you a little bit stronger, but they're not exciting rewards like that, I don't know if I'm gonna want to do it. It's cool. My biggest hope is that by introducing new camps, if that's what they're saying, that the job point grind, which I find kind of miserable, will actually be a little bit more exciting if we can do it in other areas like Lufay's Meadows, the Dunes, Zeta, with like these harder mobs hiding away in these known zones. We'll see. That might be me overreaching and hoping a bit, but that would be awesome. Now, is the mastery system going to be interesting? I don't know. Maybe. It's hilarious also that the next Voracious Resurgence storyline has us fishing. Like, we actually have to fish. Oh, man. And then they go on, they say they've added some fish. And in November they're returning the Manticore Mania minigame. Oh, but it's going to be available whenever now. Interesting. I don't remember playing that, but that's cool to see it being like a constant introduction to the game. Man, wild. Truther One, I think people have been speculating about a new zone. There has been a lot of speculation about, especially with the upcoming 20th anniversary and whatever that might be, the concept of introducing a new zone that I've always pushed back on a little, just because of the limited resources they have. Even though they have a 3-year window of funding, and they're obviously putting a lot more time and effort into the Voracious Resurgence storyline, the only new asset we've seen so far is the one new track, the song that plays in a lot of Voracious Resurgence quest lines, and they do reuse it a lot. To good effect. It's part of the quest line. But everything else is reused assets, which is fine. It's amazing to have new quest lines at all. A new zone would be significant work. But I mean, they're talking about finally going to the Far East. That's pretty neat, but it's weird that they brought up Ryzen, a land that remains a touch mysterious even after our previous visits to Ryzen. But the way they say that is like, it remains mysterious even after our previous visits to Ryzen. Are they trying to say that we're going back to Ryzen, or that Ryzen is a similar Far Eastern location, but we're going somewhere else? I don't know. Changing monster spawn locations in certain areas. I swear, if this just means that they're going to add new Apex camps like in Doe Gates, they're just making more camps because people struggle to find camps in like Azura and busy time frames in Odin. That would be mildly frustrating. I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh. I didn't even come close to surviving the intro. I mean, they warned me. I don't think I can do this solo on Summoner.